let's talk about tool set versus mindset. From my experience at the center of this pretty sizable network that we have here, the number one impediment is people. It's not technology. The majority of this technology works. It's cool. RPA, intelligent automation, AI, some pretty slick stuff out there. It works. Look at the math. Regardless of the pricing models, and there are many would say too many out there, but the math works. There's significant cost saves. Whether it's number one on your list or number two, that's probably either of those. The math works. So what tends to where do you tend to get tripped up? It's with people. So this is what you need to anticipate early on. If you don't anticipate the politics, the resistance to change, the fear of the unknown, the lack of understanding, that will kill your deal. So if you're the person selling this deal, if you're the person on the buy side that wants to make it work, if you're the advisor orchestrating this, there's easily a 30 to 50% chance that your deal goes sideways or outright dies if you don't have a plan to deal with that pushback. So the message here is anticipate the people factor, anticipate fear of change. This is disruptive technology. We revel in that term, those of us that are in this business, and it's something cool to say at the family barbecue or the happy hour, but at the end of the day, people do not like getting disrupted. That's why you get the reaction that you do with this disruptive technology. So you need to plan for that. You need to get the right stakeholders on your side. You need to educate your audience, and you need to determine that in addition to an overall strategy, quote unquote, you need to have a separate strategy to get people to embrace this. Regardless of what you do, at the end of the day, you have a zero chance of getting a unanimous vote on anything like this. Know the votes you need and secure the relationships with those who make those votes, and then you have a much greater and higher probability of getting the deal done. So the reality is, if you're a worker in a particular department that's getting disrupted, whether it was 20 years ago with outsourcing, 15 years ago with the internet, or today with advanced automation and AI, you have every right to be concerned. That's a different discussion for a different time. But realize, if you're trying to get this deal done, buy side or sell side or both, this needs to be orchestrated. And there needs to be drivers. If the driver is about cost save, you need to get the finance people in the room. If the driver is about increased efficiencies, then don't fall victim to that nebulous term. Find out what that means, because you will need it on the back end of the deal. Does that mean speed? Does that mean scalability? Does that mean reduction of human error? Does that mean enhanced end user experience? Make sure that is defined early on, and you identify the people who will benefit from those benefits, if you will. That's what you need to do early on. There's no way that everyone will embrace this, and quite honestly, I'm sure I'll get some negative feedback on this, but the concept of this working alongside everybody that's currently in the organization is in most deals, like 90% of them, is fantasy land. There will be less people in those departments. There will be less knowledge workers and more digital labor in the majority of these deals. So you need to understand that early on, suck it up, put the right team together, and have as much political clout baked into your strategy as technology mojo and finance benefits. Otherwise, that deal goes south.